started our 2019 season with a training trip to Jekyll Island, where we took the time to introduce our incoming freshmen to our Emory women's soccer family and to really get them into the fold and to feel confident and comfortable amongst the team. They did a fantastic job of making the training both productive and competitive. Our first away trip was an interesting one. We headed to Christopher Newport, southeastern Virginia, and spent the first couple of days hunkered down in a hotel waiting out the hurricane. Played a good Christopher Newport team, and although we lost, it gave us a really good opportunity to kind of reveal some areas that we needed to improve on pretty quickly before the rest of the season started. So next 6 games were against regional opponents, and that's where we kind of found our offensive attack. We scored some goals, we started to clean up our play a bit, and got some good wins under our belt. We then headed into the UAA and always start off with a couple really tough opponents in Chicago and WashU, and unfortunately lost both those games. But again, revealed a lot about ourselves. We did put together some good minutes during those games, and we realized we're not exempt from mistakes and that we needed to redouble our effort and continue to keep the qualities that we do really well while continuing to grow in our season and grow as a team. The next few games were road trips against UAA opponents, and we did really well, positioned ourselves in a good place, and headed into our family weekend where we won 2 games with a score of 7-0. So that was really fun to get some good goals that weekend for the families and for the players. And then we capped off our season with our senior day against Rochester, and won that. So we finished the season with 7 consecutive wins. That placed us second in the UAA, but it also gave us our second consecutive NCAA bid. So overall, really exciting season. I think it's always the senior class and the captains that are your leaders and that you depend so greatly on them to kind of drive the ship and steer the ship. And, that was no different this year. We had some seniors who had some of their best seasons and were tremendous leaders and selfless leaders, and really believed in the mission of the team and were devoted in bringing the team along with them and setting high standards and achieving those standards on a daily basis. And that made all the difference for us. Some of them had incredible individual performances throughout the season, and they definitely wanted to make their senior year memorable, which they succeeded at, but they also wanted to leave a lasting impression. And they also, I think most importantly, succeeded in that. So while we will definitely miss our senior class, we are excited about the 2020 season and look forward to getting back onto the field.